Hello guys, and welcome back to my video. So continuing with our project on an e-commerce application with Firebase and Riverpod. So the first thing that we need to do, we are going to create forms for our sign-in page and our registration page. So we need also to create another register.dat. Okay, so we need these pages must be stateful widgets because we need to manage the state. Okay, so it's going to be sign in. And then let's do the same for the registration page. Just call it register. And then let's import the material.dat file. Okay, let's import the material.dat file. Yeah. Okay, now that we are done, the first thing that we need we need a global key. So this global key is going to monitor the state of our sign-in page. That means if there are any changes to our sign-in page, it's going to monitor those changes, the state changes in our sign-in page. So it's going to be a global key. We're going to call it a form key. This goes to a global key. And then we pass in the form state as the parameter. And then what we need is we need a string to store the user's email, which is going to be an empty string. And then we also need a string to store the user's password. And then here we need to return a scaffold. So a scaffold is a widget that is used to contain an up bar or a bottom. If you want to put widgets such as up bar, a bottom navigation bar, and also the body of the scaffold widget. Okay, so let's put an up bar. So we want the elevation to be 0, and then we want the background. We want the background color to be white. Okay, so we need to put in a semicolon. And then we need the body. And then we don't want our widgets to protrude into the notification above the. We don't want our So we don't want our widgets to protrude above this area. So to do that, we use safe area widget. So, and then we are going to put our widgets in a single child scroll view. And then children. So here the child should be a form, and then we need to provide the key, which is our form key variable that we created above. And then we need some spacing at the top, so we are going to use a sized box, and then we will provide it a height of 32. And then we need some kind of an image, so it should be constant. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to need a center widget that's going to center our widget, and then the child is going to be a clip rect. The child is going to be a clip rect, and then the border radius going to use a border radius of 20, and then we are going to provide a child and then image.asset. And then let's check into our assets folder. We have the pews.png. So what we are going to do is we're just going to assets icon, and then pews.png, and then we also need to provide the height. Height of 80, and then a width of 80, and then we need a spacing also. So I'm just going to a constant size box, and then we're going to provide a height of 32. And then the next thing that we are going to do is we are going to put a text form field. Going to put a text form field enable. We are going to enable suggestions, which is true. Then we are going to the keyboard type. We are going to say that it's a text input type dot email, since it's going to be enter the user's email. Then we need the onChanged. onChanged method, which is going to monitor the changes that are going to happen when the user inputs their email, right? So it's going to take in the value, and then we are going to set in the email, the variable that we created that was going to store the user's email. into the value of the email entered into the text form field, right? And then the next thing is we need to decorate this text form field. So we need to provide an input decoration. And then we need to provide a border. We need to provide a border. So we need to provide a border which is outline input border, which is outline input border, and then it's going to take in we are going to provide a border radius, border radius dot circular, then it's going to be 10, and then we need to provide the hint. We need to provide the hint text, which we are going to use, just say email. And then we need also the hint style. The hint style, which I'm going to say text, which is going to be a text style, and then color, which is going to be colors dot black. And then we also need to provide a prefix icon. Okay, so let's provide the prefix icon, which is going to be icons dot email outlined. And then we need also the color, which is going to be colors dot black. And then let's provide the icon size, which is going to say it's 20. Okay, so then the next thing that we are going to do is align label with hint, which is going to be true. And then also we need to validate the data, because we don't want users to enter an invalid email. So to do so, we need a validator. Okay, so to do that, we need to go outside the input decoration. We are done with the decoration. Just type in validator. Validator, which is going to take in the value, which is going to take in the entered value, and then what we are going to do is we are going to check if the value, the entered value, is not, if the value is empty. We are going to check if the value is empty, or if the value does not contain the @ symbol. If the value does not contain the @ symbol, okay, I made a mistake. return invalid email address. Put a semicolon, and then else, that means everything is okay. We are just going to return now. Okay, so now we need a spacing between the text form fields, so we are just going to say constant size box. We are just going to provide the height of 32. Okay, so now what we just need to do is just go to the text form field, copy it. Let's copy it, and then let's paste it, and then let's set the password. Let's also change the hint. And then let's also change the validation. So here we are just going to change the condition from value.contains to if the value.length is less than 6. That means if the length is less than 6 characters, then we are just going to say password is too short. Okay, so now that we are done, so now what we need to do is after the text form field here, we need a divider. So this is just going to give us a division line, and then we need the thickness of the divider. We're just going to set it to 2. And then we need a text widget that we are just going to say no account register. And then we need to style it. Style, we need to give it a text style. Color is going to be colors.black. Then a font size, we need to give it a font size of 25. And then we also need to give it a font weight. We need to give it a font weight, and then we need to make it bold. So we're just going to say font weight to bold. What else? that's it. So the next thing is we need to wrap this center with this text with the center widget. And also we need to wrap it with another widget, which we are going to say gesture detector. Gesture detector widget. And then this gesture detector widget is going to listen to gestures. So if a user is going to type in the text field, it's going to launch our it's going to listen to those gestures, right? So we're just going to say on tap, right? We tap, then we provide a method. So in the method we want to open another page, so we are going to say navigator dot push and remove until. And then here we need to replace this with the material page route, material page route. Then we are going to provide the builder. Which is going to take in the register page. Okay, let's just delete this. It's going to be material page route builder. Then we are going to say build context. Is going to be register. And then we are going to say route. Okay, I might have made a mistake. Let's see what's wrong. We are going to we are going to say navigator dot push and remove until, and then we said he is going to be material page out builder. Okay. now that we are done, okay, now we need, this must be constant. Also this must be a constant. So now that we are done, we need to a button for logging in our user. So we're just going to give it a width of 300, a height of 50, a height of 50, and then the child is going to be an elevated button. And then on pressed, we're just going to create a method. We'll take care of this in the next video. And then child, we're going to give it a text widget. We're going to say login. Okay, we are just going to say it's login. Okay, so now that we are done with the sign-in widget, let's go on to the registration page. So what we are just going to do is we are going to copy this. We are just going to copy this, go into the registration, remove the container widget, and then paste in. So we have a couple of errors. So what we are going to do is let's go on to the sign-in widget, go to the top. Let's also copy these variables and let's paste them. Okay, so let's go. I forgot for the text input type for the password field. Yeah, this should be, we should change this to visible password. And also let's change it here. Let's change it to visible password. Okay, so the next thing is for this text form field, for this registration page, what we need to do is we just need to create 3 fields: the password field, the password field, the email field, and the confirm password field. So let's just put the confirm password field, sized box. Let's give it a height of 32, and then let's paste the font field below. And then let's change the validation statement, which we are going to say we are just going to, if the value is not equal to the password, and then we are just going to say that passwords do not match. That's so. And then we need to change here that we're just going to say already have an account sign in, and then let's change this to sign in. Yeah, let's import the file, and then let's change this to register. Okay, so that's it. We are done with our input forms for sign-in and registration page. So let's just say sign in, and then let me run the application, and then let's see if it's coming out nice. So let's run the application.